Sega Rally was a video game produced by Sega, which first appeared in the mid-1990s in arcade cabinets and was later ported to the Sega Saturn console. This game is the very first game that I actually played on the Sega Saturn. The one I bought came bundled with Sega Rally and Virtua Fighter. The game itself is just a simple rally game with the Toyota Celica GT4 and a Lancia Delta HF Integrale, both cars which had actually participated in the World Rally Championships. There was another car that you could unlock, but we'll talk about that later. So, what am I doing here talking about a video game? Well, keep watching and you'll find out.
Sega Rally Championship.
Yeah, there we go. This is what's going to happen. You can't probably see this very well because of the light, which is a bit thing. Let's see if we can... Oh, that's a little better. Mind you, I don't know. Currently my eyes are blurred because I've just come back from having my diabetic eye screening, so I can't see things very well anyway. But yeah, what we have here is a Hot Wheels Lancia Delta HF Integrale, which is one of the cars from Sega Rally. And here we have a Toyota Celica. Now this isn't the exact one that's in Sega Rally, this is the 7th generation one, where the one that was in Sega Rally was actually the 6th generation. I cannot find a 6th generation one anywhere. Yeah, these are the two main cars from Sega Rally, and what we're going to be doing is, well, of course, we're going to be stripping them down, and we're going to be customing them to look like stuff from Sega Rally with the help of what's in this envelope. What we have in this envelope here is a set of replacement transfers courtesy of SK75 Works, who also has a channel on YouTube. We have I'm not going to get them out because there's no need to, but what we have here are decals for the Toyota Supra, but they are exactly the same as what was on the Celica in Sega Rally. We have the Martini decals for the Delta, and I also have a set of decals in there for a Lancia Stratos, which was the secret car that you unlocked if you were really good at Sega Rally on Saturn, both on the Saturn and in the arcade. The Stratos was unlockable in the arcade cabinet version. I'm not quite sure how you did it though. But yeah, so these cars, like I say, these cars participate in the World Rally Championship. I think the Delta kind of competed sometime around about late 80s, early 90s, and the Celica was competing around about the same time that Sega Rally was made, which was about 1995. The Stratos, which I do have a Stratos, it's one that I've already customed, but I'm going to strip it again, and we'll have the unlocked Stratos. But yeah, the Stratos participated in the World Rally Championships in the late 70s, early 80s. So what I'm going for here is a complete set of the original Sega Rally cars. Unfortunately, I can't be spot on because of this one, unless anybody knows where I can get a 6th generation Celica from. That'd be great. So I'm not going to bore you with the drilling the rivets out and stripping and everything. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to drill all the rivets out and do all that stuff off camera, and then when we come back, hopefully I will be in a position where I've got the base coats on and lacquered that so that I can put the decals on, and we'll hopefully get some footage of me putting decals on and not fucking it up. So yeah, it's a shout out to SK75 Works, or Sideways King 75 as he goes by on YouTube. He makes great decals, good prices. I'm not sponsored by him, so he's not paid me to say any of this, but yeah, he's done the whole thing. He also does other stuff as well, like scenery and things like that. He makes like little garages kits that you can put together and little bits of scenery and stuff like that for you to put in there, things like tools and tire racks and things like that. But yeah, he also sent me a free gift. Apparently it was when he was printing out the stuff for the Delta. The first print didn't really come out properly. It was the colour was faded on it a bit, but he sent me the failed transfers as a freebie. Says you'll find some use for them, and I will. I do actually have another Delta. These are like, or they were, I don't know whether they are now, these were Scalper's Paradise, because I was looking for one for ages and ages and ages, and then I went into Home Bargains, and they just literally got a fresh box of, I can't remember which box it is, the box of Hot Wheels, and as they were putting it on the shelf, I spotted 2 Delta. There were actually 3, but I grabbed 2 because I'm going to do one in a different style, probably for the Pika racing team. So yeah, anyways, I've talked long enough. I don't know how long I've talked for because I can't see. I can see the timer ticking away, but I can't see what it says. So yeah, we'll get these done, and when we come back, we'll get the transfers on. All good.
Many months later.
Right, so here we are. The basically stripped and just resprayed white. Then I've filled in bits of detailing on there, with the black. So there's a thing there, we've got the rear lights painted in and stuff. I'm just noticing how you can't see anything because of the it's fucking crap. This, you get light and it's like, right, I should be able to shoot, and then you're like, everything goes blurred and everything because the light is reflecting off the white, and yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So next step, we'll do the decals. Obviously, we're going to do it one at a time, and I'm going to try and do it as slowly as possible to make sure that everything goes on well. I think we'll start with the Delta. Because that one's just straightforward. The decal set is actually made for this thing. Then we'll move on to the Celica. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult because the decal set is made for Toyota Supra and not a Celica, but they are quite similar body shapes, so I should be able to pull it off. But yeah, so let's see where we get from there, shall we?
12 seconds later.
Right, so here we are, all set up, ready to start, stickering, decaling it up with these fine decals I got from SK75 Works. Go over and have a look. He's got loads of stuff on there, and you get this little thingy badge sticker thing, that says Skunk Work authentic product on it, which is a very nice hollow sticker. Very nice. Look at that. Ooh, shiny. So yeah, so let's get the things out, which is quite difficult to do with one hand. Nope, that's the Toyota one. The ones at the front are for the Stratos, but like I say, I don't have a... well, I do have a Stratos. It just depends on whether I want to strip it from where I've already thingied it. Right, so we've got 2 sets here. Which is the A set? That's it. Yeah. He sent me 2 sets of Lancia. He sent me a decent set that printed out properly, and then he sent me another set there that he was doing that didn't print out very well, but I'll find a use for that, don't worry. So yeah, so we've got the decals here. Now I'm not going to do a video with me putting the decals on, because that's going to take absolutely fucking ages, and I'm just not going to do it. So when we come back, hopefully the Lancia will be all decaled up and sprayed, and then we can just put it back together, and then we'll move on to the Toyota. So see you in a bit. Hope this works.
3,000 years later.
Boop. There we go, all done and decaled up and everything. Like I say, did the Delta first, and that came out very nice. Decals went on without a problem, no worries there. And then here is the Toyota Celica or Celica or whatever. I really don't know how you pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways, Celica and Celica. I've also heard it pronounced Celica, so I've no idea what's going on. It's a bit like the Mitsubishi Starion, which I've heard pronounced Starion, Starion, whatever. But yeah, that's the body done there. Like I say, I adapted the decals from a Toyota Supra to fit this, and I don't know, even though it's it's a little bit rough and ready in some places, it's good. It looks thingy. It looks how can I say, it looks the job, let's say it there. It's I had a picture of the You know, the GT4 from that era to work with, and then I just matched up the placement of the decals as best as I could with what I got. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how these turned out. So haven't done the Lancia Stratos. I'm going to get another one before I do that. So as in the game Sega Rally, the Lancia Stratos will be a bonus unlock. So just looking at the chassis and everything, the Delta, haven't done anything, no detailing needed, because it's got this kind of grey darkened glass on it, so even when you do anything with the interiors you can't really see it very well. So yeah, I've just left that as is. The wheels on it, just the stock ones, because they do actually look like the right kind of wheels, and you know, well, the right kind of rims. Oh, I'm going to start coughing now. Yeah, so I did find somebody on eBay who was selling you know, sort of like 100% accurate rims, and well, it said rims and wheels, and when I looked at it I noticed a conspicuous absence of tyres, and I contacted him and he said no, it was just rims only for a very large amount of money. But he was selling a set that did include resin wheels, not rubber, but resin wheel, you know, resin tyres, for an even more exorbitant amount of money. And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, not paying the best part of 20 quid just for one set of resin, 3D printed, basically, you know, wheels and tyres. Sorry, mate, but they're not worth that much. So yeah. So it's just stock, basically. The Toyota, I've done again nothing on the interior other than well, this bit is a separate part. The bit, you know, the interior part of it is a separate part. I've stuck that on because I replaced the wheels on this, wheels and tyres, or should I say, with some Greenlight Mopar ones, my very last set of Mopar ones, and they were originally kind of a dull bronze colour. I've put some silver on there to make them look better. I glued this top bit, you know, the interior piece on to hold them in place, because there was nothing holding the axles in, so if I'd have just left it as it was, the wheels would have flopped about and everything. You don't want that. But yeah, there we go. The original wheels on this were garbage, so you know, it wasn't. I mean, this isn't a Matchbox or Hot Wheels or any of the recognised name models, so it was just a cheapo Chinese one. I think it doesn't even say on the bottom actually. What does it say on the bottom? 6011 Toyota Celica, China. So yeah, it's just a cheapo one. So let's get these together. I'm going to grab my super glue, put the Toyota together first. So flip it up, pop the windscreen in. I've given the windscreens a bit of a polish as well, because some of them I've just noticed there's a blue discoloration on the... Well, you can actually see that in the camera lens. There's a blue discoloration there, and I've absolutely no idea where that came from. There's nothing blue being near it, so that's weird. Let's yeah, it's one of those where it slips in at the back and then hinges down, so get that in. In a lot of ways, that kind of way, instead of having like two mushroom posts and stuff like that, is a lot better. Why won't it go in? Now, one of the things I have noticed is that when the because I've swapped the wheels out, it means that the wheels don't roll on this one, unfortunately. So I broke my own rule there, because I do like wheels to roll. But yeah, the wheels and tyres on it, they're fatties, so and that's, we'll just drop a glue in there, give it a squidge around, a little shake, and that's that one done. Right, the Delta with its massive post through the back end, which is completely unnecessary, but actual model itself is spot on. See, that just clicks into place. I could leave it like that with just a friction fit, but we'll put a dab of glue in there, and dab of glue in there, give it a shake. There we go. So that's the thing away. You're asking, bizarre thing, right? This is where I keep my blue tack. You know, whenever I'm doing stuff, I need blue tack holding pieces together, or for masking over little bits that, you know, like can't tape. I put it on here because my super glue has a tendency to fall over a lot, and I've lost a lot of glue that way. So make a little foot, and well, it does if I whack it hard, but you know, it doesn't fall over from the table moving. But yeah, there we go. Sega Rally, Lancia Delta HF Integrale, and a Toyota Celica GT4, although this is the 7th generation, not the 6th generation as depicted in the game, because like I said, I cannot find a 6th generation one. I don't think anybody's ever made one. Like I said, wheels don't roll on this one, but yeah, who cares, it looks good. They look very good together. So I'm going to take some photographs, you know, so you can actually see them better instead of this weird glary light, which is not. We've had nothing but heat for the past, you know, couple of weeks, and it's made it horrible. In fact, at the time I'm filming this, it's actually been about a month since I started, you know, this particular project. Once I got all the bits together that I wanted and everything like that, and you know, stripping and then redoing the decals. Putting on the decals because I wanted to do it slowly and carefully, so I didn't mess it up, because you know, having to buy multiple decal sets can be expensive if you fuck up. It took me, I think it was 2 or 3 days to do this, because all the decals were correct and everything, and just went on in one piece. Like for example, this entire side panel is just one whole piece. The bonnet is one piece. The sides are both one piece. Bonnet's one piece. Even the decals for the front with the grille and everything on it, that's one piece. Although it doesn't look like it, and that's because I detailed the underside, and then when I put the decal on top of it, you know, the buckle, you know, but it's still good. I like it. I like the decal set, and I like what we've done with it. And then I've what we call it, yeah. But that was all these bits of one piece, and you know, so that went on no problems. Only took a couple of days because I did bits and then left it to dry, and then did another bits, left it to dry, and everything like that. The Toyota took me about a week to do, you know, because I was having to cut out individual ones and put them on, and then make placements, then do a little bit of recutting, you know, and things like that. So so it's been about a month since I actually started doing this, but we're finally at the point where I can say game over. Yeah, pictures to follow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.